noticed that people who recommend me some of these movies really don't like me or something. And I have no idea what I did to deserve this kind of hatred. Because for anyone to sit through a movie like Sand Sharks, something has to be clearly wrong with you. It is the clearest example I have of self-sabotage. So if you haven't guessed, this movie is about sharks. I know, right? Who knew? But guess what? They swim in the sand. Cause you know, why not? The movie starts off with these cycle guys. One of them gets eaten when he hears a rumbling in the sand. The other is like, oh no, and sees a fin heading straight for him. It doesn't matter how fast his bike is going. It's supposed to be a low budget B movie. You know the shark is gonna get him at some point. Did he just... Did he just scream why? And did they just put the title at... Okay. You know, this is supposed to be a nice, easygoing place. And it's Jimmy's hometown. And I only remember his name because everyone says it so freaking much. Because apparently he's the annoying one in the entire movie. This low-budget Johnny Depp is, I guess, supposed to be the comedic relief. Except the entire movie is a joke. Sheriff doesn't like him too much because this guy dumped his sister. Anyway, Jimmy goes in to see his father, the mayor. And he's like, Dad, we can make some serious money by holding a party on the beach. So like, cause you know, whatever. Anything to bring the people to the shark, which they don't yet know about. Meanwhile, the sheriff and his sister are trying to figure out why 2 motorcyclists are dead, and why his head is still in the helmet, and why it looks like a shark attack, even though sharks don't have legs last time they checked. So they wouldn't be able to attack someone on the beach.
Oh, relax.
Relax. Relax. You try to relax when you're buried neck deep in the sand.
Well, maybe next time you'll remember our anniversary.
Seriously? Discount Ramsey Bolton over here is buried neck deep in the sand, and she's leaving him in there because he forgot their anniversary. I mean, some ass play would have made more sense because, you know, even if it's something he's not entirely comfortable with, but you're trying to help him experience new things, that would have been a more apt punishment because it's highly memorable. Not that I would do that to anyone, but if she's evil, she would. You know, don't catch this girl tripping, because if she forgets anything, that means he can bury her under 8 feet of water. I'm kidding, or am I?
Bury me. I'm breaking. That's great. Whatever. I want to break up. Cindy?
Oh boy. Well, this is the part of the movie where I realize it's going to be a very, very long viewing. Because there is no way my weak ass can sit through this in one sitting.
Cindy? Ow. Is that... Ow! Ow! Ow!
Jesus Christ, stop. Stop it. Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so freaking bad, bro. I need some milk. Like, literally need some milk because it's nice and fresh when it's cold, and for some reason it tastes better in a glass. I feel like I need to cleanse my real-world palate, watching only 13 minutes of this. Anyway, the security guard is not really happy with Jimmy organizing another festival, especially in light of the fact that some people have died, and they still don't know exactly what is causing the deaths. By the way, you would think that Jimmy would be the most annoying character in the entire movie, because I know I also said that, when in fact, this Jezebel right here is the most annoying character. She's the only thing more evil than the sharks. Anyway, bodies are piling up now. This Sylvester Stallone Donald Trump hybrid comes in and he's like, I'll catch your shark. I can't even do it the way he does it. It's so freaking stupid and comical because he is a caricature and he fits in perfectly with this movie.
I'll catch it myself, but I ain't doing it for no $1,000. I'll do it for 10 grand. And for that, I bring you the head.
I can't take anybody in this movie seriously. More people are killed on the shore. And then our expert, the blonde woman, comes in while the sheriff is obsessing over her ex. Because yeah, she and Jimmy dated. And it's honestly so cringy the way she is so upset with him, but yet so obviously fawning over him. It's not a good look. Anyway, shark expert, the marine animal lady says, look, the tooth is really large. Larger than an adult great white's tooth, but yet it's clearly the tooth of a baby shark. No, I'm not going to start singing Baby Shark. That means that if those sharks out there are babies, That's a problem. They're pups that were just born. That means there's probably more of them. And I'm thinking the mother, or whoever it is, must be super large. Jimmy tries to pull a fast one because he really wants this festival to happen. So he hires discount Jason Statham to capture a great white. The expert lady checks it out. Turns out that is not their shark, because not only is a tooth they found bigger than the ones the shark has, the shark's also been dead for 2 weeks. And it doesn't look as though it's part of the environment. Poor Dollar Tree Jason Statham still wonders if he's going to get paid.
But I'm only an intern. I don't have any money.
Jesus Christ, that chick is unbearable. Anyway, blue shirt guy tries to tell this guy that, hey, don't dog on my partner. You think she's a stupid, dumb girl, but she's actually a shark. He actually goes out of his way to make her look good. Anyway, later one of the sand sharks chews on the internet and the power line. Not a surprise to find out that the lawyer person sleeping with Jimmy. They all drive down to see what's going on, and oh my god, the car is not moving. What in the Bollywood, Cambodia, Australian outback type of production is this? What are we watching? The Amazing Bulk?
Oh! Oh! Oh, yes! Yes!
So both of these guys have an argument in the car because, like I said, she's still salty over this guy leaving her. She asks why he even bothered to come back, and he's just as selfish as he's always been. Mind you, they are not dating anymore. She knows the kind of person he is, and she's still in love with him, even though he makes it painfully clear what his intentions are and how he feels.
What else is there here for me?
Apparently nothing.
Yes, nothing. Including you. Get over it. How pathetic. This part is so annoying because the sheriff guy sees these 4 guys trying to fix the power. Understandably, he's like, okay, I don't know what you guys are trying to do. Fine. But from what I can tell, none of them are armed. But there's some guy standing behind them, so I guess. But for some reason, the sheriff just holding his gun on them just looks so annoying. Maybe it's the character. I don't know what it is. I mean, why are you holding, just arrest them or do something, but just standing there holding your gun out at them. What is that supposed to achieve? Tell them to get on the floor. Tell them to do something, but he's just standing there with his gun trained on them. And it makes no freaking sense.
No, you were there earlier. You were there earlier with a guy named Jimmy. You just stay put.
Okay. This person looks like he shouldn't be the sheriff. I think it's also the way his dumb face looks, which makes me just dislike him. I have no respect, absolutely no respect for this person.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, it is.
Ew, what is wrong with his face?
Ruff, ruff.
He looks like a fucking T-Rex. And Mr. Egghead over there, he looks like a member of the Addams family. How do you live in a place with so much sun and you look like, never mind. Anyway, as expert woman, which is the only one I can tolerate in this whole movie, is checking for samples, she's like, I just saw a freaking fit in the sand. It's not normal. What's happening?
Keep breaking the law and doing your little sneaky stuff, and the power will not be the only thing that goes down.
Okay, first of all, there's several things wrong with this picture here. He's a sheriff, and he has his gun trained on people who are criminals. Now, are they violent criminals? Maybe not. But I get it. Okay, let's just, for argument's sake, says he doesn't know what these people are gonna do. Why on earth are you taking your eyes off of them? Okay, so you're first of all, it's really kind of hard to see, but it looks as though his finger is firmly pressed against the trigger. If your hand is on the freaking trigger, if your finger's literally on the trigger, you should be looking at whatever it is you're about to shoot. What if a civilian who is not a criminal happens to walk by or gets in the way? Also, if you have no intention on using it, he's not actually willing to kill these guys, which doesn't seem to be the case because he doesn't seem to think there's any real danger. He's just being an asshole and abusing his power. Then you should not have your finger on the freaking trigger. And he has it really, really tight on there. That's not even a nice loose grip. That's an iron freaking fist. That's Thor when he's jerking the koala. This scene right here, I don't know why. It just annoys me so.
Intervention garbage.
Look, I told you to stay put.
Look, buddy, you can't insult me and then not let me fix the problem.
Look, you just freeze right there.
Ew! Is this what this person thinks police officers are supposed to be like? Or sheriffs? This frickin' theropod, Cretaceous, carnivorous, dinosaur-looking, damn big-headed, red-necked T-Rex frickin' character is so out of this world annoying. I cannot figure whether or not he is one of the good guys or the bad guys. Just freeze right there. Ooh. And the guy ends up walking away anyway. And then he's like, oh, well, he walked away. Well, the rest of you guys freeze. And it's just like, dude, what are you doing? Put down the fucking gun, bro. You're not gonna use it. Stop. There's no actual threat right there, and he knows that. And if there really was a threat, why are these people not on the floor? Why haven't you put them in handcuffs already? Are they holding hostages in their anuses? What is wrong with you? I know this seems like a specific part of the movie I'm not supposed to be this annoyed about, but I am. Chomper ass, gobbler looking ass.
I'm warning you, freeze. You guys stay here.
Lights up, baby!
He's telling it like a little bitch.
Anyway, Sandy's out there and the guy's like, you need to get out of here. And she's like, no, there's a shark and it's circling me and whatnot. And you need to get out of here right now. She makes a narrow escape. She and the officer get out of there. The mayor's like, we need to shut down the park. We can't. And the minute he goes in front of the screen like that and we can see a wide open space behind him, we know that they're gonna recreate some Deep Blue Sea shit, or what they always do in these movies when someone starts speaking for a long time. And it's so overused, it's not even funny anymore. Maybe they're not intending for it to be funny, but it feels like that's what they're trying to do, and it's just annoying.
I'm drawing a line in the sand.
Mind you, this guy was just told that the shark swims in the sand. I don't know what you're doing or why you're so close to it, knowing that that's what the shark does. You all just saw the shark fin swimming through the sand. So what are you doing?
I will not rest until this beast is
Hey! Oh my God!
What are they, getting ready to mate? What is this? Oh God, and it's the acting for me, bro. It's the acting for me after all of this happens. And the son just watched his father get eaten by that shark. And what is his reaction? Breaking down and crying? Screaming because he just lost his father? None of those, no, he just... I can't with this movie, I can't. I'm not gonna do this to myself. I'm not gonna sit here for a whole hour and do this.
What? My dad! It went! And ate him! And he's gone! Oh my God.
You want a movie? I'll give you a movie!
I really hate this movie with a passion. I hate it so freaking much. And then Sparky's out there and everyone's screaming at him and he doesn't think to be like, what are they trying to tell me? Because he's not expecting a freaking shark to be swimming in the sand. But even if, I'm sorry, even if I had my headphones on and people are waving their hands and telling me, you know, trying to get my attention, and I don't hear it, but you hear the gunshots. You must hear the gunshots. And I gotta tell you, this is some real good noise canceling headphones, because for you to not hear the gunshots, that is just next level. Or maybe he's deaf, I don't know.
Totally ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing you could ever do.
I agree. Real Jason Statham. Dollar Tree Jason Statham did not stand a chance with this movie, because all the characters are written to be perpetually stupid. So they think they killed the sand shark, and so they hold the party. Now, when they decide to hold the party, because I think everything is safe, around this time, the marine expert lady is saying, well, okay, we killed that big shark. It exploded when it got electrocuted. However, since this is a baby tooth, I still think there's others out there. We cut to the party, and I am telling you, the dialogue. Oh my God. My stomach feels so sick right now because I have to sit through this. I hate you guys.
Sleep, I don't know these ideas.
Oh, whoa. Watch it, loser.
Damn, baby, I'd pop you like a pill.
Yeah. Just go to Pinecone, you crunchies.
All right, attitude, whatever. Whatever, we're at.
Those are the type of guys that are here. Spring break's gonna bite.
You're one to talk. It looks like someone took a bite out of your fucking face. Sorry, that was mean. Seriously, they like accidentally knocked into you and you call someone a loser because they accidentally knocked into you? Have you seen yourselves? Jimmy is hyping his people up. The party festival is on and everyone's having a good time. And I'm thinking when the movie comes on, they're gonna have some good ass music, right? After all, it's an awesome festival. Everyone's at the beach. Everyone's having fun. This is a popular DJ. We're gonna get some good music. But this is what they play. To protect and to save, and apparently to brandish as well. Marine lady Brenda, the sheriff's sister, and the sheriff are keeping a lookout for sharks. The lawyer lady and Jimmy start making out. Looks way older than him, but everyone's just thirsty for this guy. Ugh, gross. Maybe it's because his father has money or something. Now, of course, Brenda, his ex-girlfriend, who they have no romantic stuff going on between them except for her, she still likes him. Not his fault. She knows who he is. She knows that he's interested in other people. She happens to walk around the corner and sees him. And I don't know what I was expecting, but I surely wasn't expecting this.
Oh, good. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah. Oh, good.
Jimmy?
It's not what it looks like.
I hope you die.
Really, bitch? Really?
Seriously, this hobo needs to be in a mental institution. You're not dating this man. He left you fair and square. He just came back after you haven't seen each other in a while. He didn't come back for you. He came back for money. And you know he's with other women and still hooking up with them. And you happen to see him hooking up with one of the women you saw him hooking up with before after he got back. And somehow, unless I missed something, you're upset, and your reaction is not to walk away and be like, well, oh well, that kind of sucks. Your reaction is to wish death on this person? Really, bitch? You know what? I hope you die. And you know what? What a happy ending it is. Because she does end up dying. I know, spoilers, but that's one of the spoilers that you enjoy. Because this right here is just another episode of misery waiting to happen. She's the kind of bitch that would take this man and chop off his feet and then ride him while he's bleeding out. Freaking gross, bro.
Don't tell me you're thinking about Deputy Donuts over me.
Over you what, Miss Black Tim Burton widow? You look like the spider lady from Coraline. You should not be talking. I swear to goodness, these people in these movies, it's like they wrote the characters in a way to make you wish death on them. Because they're just so unreal.
You just don't have the head for business.
And it's supposed to be funny because her head falls off. Fucking A, bro. Please.
Holy shark! Oh.
Whoever wrote the script needs to be slapped with a wet freaking rag with hot water attached to it. And that sounds stupid, but as long as we're speaking the language of this freaking movie. The intern, the other guy, comes along and he's like, oh, nothing, everything is fine, because he cares more about the money than the shark going around and eating people literally in the sand. When the stupid idiot bitch girl is about to take the picture, she sees the head of the other woman, and the guy's like, dude, we gotta close down the party. This thing is still out there and it's hurting people. We can't let this fly. And he's like, no, we can still do it. I mean, it's still good for business. I'm guessing this guy's never been sued a day in his life or has no idea the concept of a lawsuit, because while you may think it's good for business, you're gonna have another thing on your hands, and that's something that's gonna be worse for your image and for your business. Before this guy's like, you know, I'm gonna go tell the sheriff, this woman knocks him out. Told you she was evil. She's like, haha, it's good for business, right? And this is why I hate her. Now the guy's fine. He's knocked out. He's gonna have a really bad headache once he wakes back up. But this thing gets attacked by the shark. And I call her a thing because she's not a human being. As she's dragging him out of the way, a shark comes out of the sand and she pushes him into the mouth of the shark and hides in the trailer. She didn't even drop him and run. She used up her energy to push him into the shark. I freaking hate her. If I was in this movie and this was something that we were shooting and we're being chased by something, I would be loving it. And I wouldn't have to act because I actually believe it in that moment that we're being chased by something. There's something about a whole bunch of people running and screaming in one direction that unlocks your inner primal to make you feel as though you're actually about to die. Stupid Jimmy's like, it's okay guys, keep dancing. Brenda tries to save him because she loves him so much. The sharks chase them and poor Brenda loses her life. Jimmy looks back down, Brenda is chopped in half, and he's still hanging on to her upper body. Then he tries to put back her intestines in her body. And they don't even look like intestines. It looks like just a really large rope. Marine lady is using chum chemicals to lead the sharks to her for some experiment. Jimmy waits till after Brenda's dead to tell her he always loved her, and she whispers her last words that he's a jerk, because that's what this movie does. Sheriff and the girl are chased on top of a rock, cornered by the sharks. When the sheriff tries to phone into Brenda, Jimmy tells him that Brenda is dead. But nobody cares because the sheriff doesn't seem to care. I mean, at least he does make make an effort to make it look as though he's sad.
It's my fault.
Jimmy, everybody thought the thing was dead.
We weren't positive that there were others out there.
I knew.
You knew. When did you know?
So he does kind of make an effort. And then the woman, who was the only one I was rooting for at the time, now I changed my mind. Because after having heard that his sister was killed, she says this shit. And I just don't understand it. She's a stupid idiot in this movie who has to make these dumb verbal puns, and it just gets on my nerves. His sister just died, and this is what you say.
John, I don't want to belittle the tragedy that's happened, but we're kind of stuck between a rock and a sharp place.
Later, Jimmy tries to redeem himself by going to the pier upon the sheriff's instructions. The sand shark, because there's no stopping this freaking thing, starts eating people off the pier, and they start running for their lives. Jimmy tries to actually help people for once. Then slightly Irish guy shows up and is like, I can take care of this. And he does, but there are more sharks. Since this guy said he's been hunting these sharks for years, he figures this is the way to catch them. They have to use something to fry the sharks. Of course, because they swim in sand and the outer layer of their bodies have the sand and stuff on them, if you fry them or electrocute them or make it hot enough, the sand will turn into glass and entrap them, and yeah, that's how you kill them. So they set that up, and the plan is airtight until they discover that the power is out. Speakers were playing, but something happened to them. As the sharks made their way up, they're like, oh no, what's happening? Jimmy decides that, you know what, I'm gonna go. I'm the one who caused all this, so I'm gonna go out there, and I don't need the gun because, you know, freaking reasons. Unfortunately, he can't fix the speakers, and so he sacrifices himself.
Mary, 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 life is but a dream. The party don't stop!
Everything's all good now because the sharks are in glass, and apparently nobody in this entire movie, including the stupid Marine woman who even said that these were pups, ever thought to wonder, if these are newborn babies, then there must be a madre around here, right? ¿Dónde estás? The madre! Where is it? Because nobody asked that question, really? Everyone just feels as though everything's totally fine. Oh, but we see it. They do a good job at scaling the shark up there, but when the shark actually gets close to them, it looks just as big as the others, at least in my opinion. I was thinking, since those huge sharks were newborn pups, that the mother was going to be exceedingly bigger than they were, but nope, she's not. She shouldn't be able to fit in this little area. And you know, before the movie's over, we gotta have one more cringy saying, just to send them off for a good goodbye. I never want to hear of this movie ever again, I swear to God.
Eat this, you son of a bitch!
Did this bitch really say, eat this, you sand of a bitch? I fucking hate this movie. She gets out through the window, the sheriff saves her, and the shark blows up the end. And because, you know, somebody threw a bucket of blood on them to make it look like the shark, you know, got thrown. I feel like I'm losing my mind. This thing just comes out, and she's like, I'm taking over Jimmy's clients on her phone call. And then she gets eaten by the shark. And this is the last thing that they did with the movie that made me hate the movie even more than I already did. And it's not showing this girl get eaten. Not showing the shark crunch her. Not that it's satisfying either way, because the shark just looks horrible. Why didn't we see the most evil person in the entire movie get her head chopped off? Or have a slow, agonizing death? You know? No reward whatsoever. Movie's freaking stupid. I give it a Z-. The stress. Thanks so much for watching. This is an old hero you ask me answer.